in the late 2000s, Fred Durst, yes, you heard me right, Limp Bizkit's own Fred Durst, directed this movie called The Education of Charlie Banks. It starred Jesse Eisenberg and Jason Ritter, who's John Ritter's son. And I was really surprised because Limp Bizkit is like a hip-hop, nu metal sort of band, and would never really associate Fred Durst with not would you not associate him with film. You not really associate him with doing what's an actually pretty good film. Education of Charlie Banks wasn't quite amazing, but it was a really well done, heartfelt, humane college drama. And I was really surprised by Durst's his directing chops, and how well he was able to push each of these characters into delivering really good performances. Most notably, the two leads, who were Jesse Eisenberg and Jason Ritter. And when I found out that in 2019 that he was going to be making a movie that stars John Travolta and Devon Sawa called The Fanatic, I really thought that it would be one to... I thought there was going to be John Travolta and Devon Sawa's comeback performances, because Durst did a great job with The Education of Charlie Banks. He has a bigger star in The Fanatic, so I figured. But I saw some clips of Entertainment Tonight on YouTube, and John Ritter had the stupidest wig. That was ultimately when I knew, this movie's not going to be very good. But, Fred Durst, he did a good job with The Education of Charlie Banks, so, how bad can it be? Well, let's just say that this offensive movie, The Fanatic, is also 2019's funniest film. Accidentally, that is. I say that it's the funniest of that year because even though there was also Fighting With My Family and Stan and Ollie, which are also really funny films, The Fanatic is just so ridiculous, it's so stupid, it's so poorly done with just about every regard, that you're just laughing at that stupidity throughout the whole thing. It's an unintentional comedy, that is. The only real thing that... Okay, I think that what attracted John Travolta to come to this was it actually sounds pretty good written on paper. It's about this street performer in LA named Moose, who's played by who John Travolta plays, and he's high-functioning autism, or he has Asperger's. He's somewhere in that area of the autistic spectrum, and he's a really big fan of this action star named Hunter Dunbar, who's played by Devon Sawa. And because Moose is so different, he really wants to meet Dunbar and get his autograph. He figures that meeting his hero that would make him feel a little bit better about himself. But Dunbar has a bit of an ego, and Moose eventually he starts following him around, and he gets labeled as a stalker, basically. But Moose says, "I'm not a stalker, I'm a fan." That actually sounds quite good, because the whole idea of stalkers and fans, and when creating the characters, it sounded like it did seem like Durst was trying to really add layers to both Moose and Hunter Dunbar. But man, everything that's really the only good aspect of the film, is you can tell that Durst tried with some of the characters. Everything else, like the hair that Travolta wears, and the script, and some of the scenes are just utterly ridiculous. You got John Travolta's opening line in the movie. You have the thing where Like some of the street performances that he does, it's just so friggin' ridiculous. Yeah, the it's yeah, I laughed my head off throughout the whole thing. I can't give this movie 0 stars because I did think that because it was hilarious. So yeah, I had a good time. I had a good laugh watching this, and also I thought that as I said, that they do make an effort trying to develop Moose and Hunter Dunbar. But other than that, yeah, this movie's pretty offensive when it comes to autistic people. But yeah, the like everything else, the movie's pretty funny for all the wrong reasons. That is, I'm gonna have to give the Fanatic from 2019 half a star out of 4.